Good morning, pupils. I hope you are doing well today. Today we have 2 hours. First hour is going to be topic number 1, activities and adjectives. And during the second hour, we are going to discuss about present perfect. Pra sot kemi 2 orë. Orën e parë do merremi me aktivitetet dhe mbiemrat për të përshkruar këto aktivitete, dhe orën e dytë me present perfect, kohën e kryer, thjesht. Objectives. So, today's objectives are to identify some of the activities people do on their free time. Read the activities in the text and try to form some sentences using them. Imagine Imagine last summer trip and use some of the adjectives to describe this trip. Form correctly the present perfect tense. Complete sentences using present perfect tense. Pra objektivat e mësimit, dy mësimeve të sotëm do të jenë: do identifikojmë aktivitetet që bëjnë njerëzit në kohën e tyre të lirë. Do lexojmë aktivitetet në tekst dhe do mundohemi të bëjmë disa fjalime to. Do imagjinojmë pushimet që kemi bërë më përpara dhe do përdorim disa mbiemra për të përshkruar këto pushime. Do formojmë korrektisht present perfect, kohën e kryer. And complete, do plotësojmë fjalit duke përdorur present perfect tense. So, before we start with activities and adjectives, let's revise some of the vocabulary that we learned the previous time. Pra përpara se të fillojmë me aktivitetet dhe mbiemrat, le të përsërisim disa nga fjalët e reja, të cilët ne mësuam tek teksti radhës që kaloi. So you have to open your books on page 83. Pra, librin tek faqja 83. Exercise number 3. You have to match the words. So, colorful fish. Peshq shumë ngjyrash. So, rare wildlife. Pra një jetë e egër e rrallë. Holiday resort pushimesh. Ancient city, qytet antik. Brilliant time, pra kohë brillante. Traditional costumes, kostume tradicionale. Mysterious place, një vend misterios. And coral reef, shkëmbi koralor. So these were some of the words that we discussed the previous time. Pra këto ishin disa nga fjalët që ne morëm radhës që kaloi. So let's continue now with today's lesson. It's called activities and adjectives. Listen and read the phrases. Pra, dëgjoni dhe lexoni frazat, aktivitetet e ndryshme që keni.
Do a bungee jump. Do a bungee jump.
Pra të bësh një hedhje me litar elastik.
Volunteer overseas. Volunteer overseas.
Të jesh vullnetar jashtë shtetit.
Ride an elephant. Ride an elephant.
Të ngasësh një elefant.
Swim with dolphins. Swim with dolphins.
Të notosh me delfinët.
Take pictures underwater. Take pictures underwater.
Të bësh fotografi poshtë ujit.
Run a marathon. Run a marathon.
Të vraposh një maraton.
Drive a racing car. Drive a racing car.
Të ngasësh një makinë garash.
Play rugby in an international match. Play rugby in an international match.
Pra, të luash futboll amerikan në një ndeshje ndërkombëtare.
Run with balls. Run with balls.
Të vraposh me demat. So, you have to learn these activities and later you have to use some adjectives to describe these activities. For example, so use the adjectives thrilling, fun, difficult, tiring, risky, interesting to describe the activities or to act out an exchange as in the example. Pra do përdorni këto mbiemra: thrilling, emocionues, fun, për të qeshur ose qesharake. Do njëherë dhe qef. Difficult, e vështirë. Tiring, lodhëse. Risky, e rrezikshme. Interesting, interesante. Pra, mund të përdorni këto mbiemra për të përshkruar disa nga aktivitetet që morën tek ushtrimi më parshëm, ose për të bërë një dialog siç është tek shembulli.
I'd like to play rugby in an international match.
Me too. I think it would be exciting. Would you like to run a marathon?
Not really. I think it would be tiring.
Atëherë, dialogje të tilla mund të jenë si tek shembulli që do t'ju jap tani.
I'd like to play rugby in an international match. I'd like to play rugby in an international match.
Me too. I think it would be exciting. Would you like to run a marathon?
Not really. I think it would be tiring.
I'd like to do a bungee jump.
Me too. I think it would be exciting. Would you like to volunteer overseas?
Not really. I think it would be difficult.
I'd like to ride an elephant.
Me too. I think it would be fun. Would you like to swim with dolphins?
Not really. I think it would be boring.
I'd like to take pictures underwater.
Me too. I think it would be interesting. Would you like to drive a racing car?
Not really. I think it would be dangerous.
I'd like to run with bulls.
Me too. I think it would be exciting.
So, you can practice writing these dialogues in your copybook. Pra mund të praktikoni të shkruani këtë dialog tek fletorja juaj. Exercise 5. Listening and writing. Ian went on a trip last summer. Read the sentences, then listen and put them in the correct order. How did Ian feel at the end of the trip? Pra, Ian shkoi në një udhtim verën që kaloi. Lexoni fjalit, më pas dëgjoni dhe vendosini ato në rendin e duhur. How did Ian feel at the end of the trip? Si u ndje Iani në fund të udhtimit të tij? So, let's listen to what he has to say and then we can put them, the sentences, in the correct order.
Last summer, I went on holiday to India with my two good friends, Mark and Tony. It's a trip I'll never forget. We got a good deal because it was very close to the rainy season. We arrived early in the morning and checked into our hotel. We were very excited and couldn't wait to do lots of activities. On the first day, we decided to go on an elephant ride, and it was great riding on the back of such a big animal. Suddenly, it started raining heavily. It was pouring down in seconds. The elephant got scared. Either that, or it wanted to get out of the rain quickly, and it lifted up its front legs and threw me off its back. I hit the ground really hard and I hurt my arm quite badly. Mark and Tony took me to hospital, and the doctors gave me an X-ray. They discovered I had broken my arm, and they told me I had to wear a cast, and that I wouldn't be able to use it for 6 weeks. I was very upset and disappointed, because I wasn't able to do anything else all holiday.
So, can you put the sentences in the correct order? Do it as a classwork, and you are going to send me this exercise with a picture at my phone. Bra. Të i verin Disney, fjalit, në rendin e dur, dhe do t'i dërgoni me foto ashtu si që keni bërë, për t'i kontrolluar. In exercise number 6, you have how Ian felt during his experience. Pra këtu keni se si ai u ndje gjatë eksperiencës së tij.
Last summer, I went on holiday to India with my two good friends, Mark and Tony. It's a trip I'll never forget. We got a good deal because it was very close to the rainy season. We arrived early in the morning and checked into our hotel. We were very excited and couldn't wait to do lots of activities. On the first day, we decided to go on an elephant ride, and it was great riding on the back of such a big animal. Suddenly, it started raining heavily. It was pouring down in seconds. The elephant got scared. Either that, or it wanted to get out of the rain quickly, and it lifted up its front legs and threw me off its back. I hit the ground really hard and I hurt my arm quite badly. Mark and Tony took me to hospital, and the doctors gave me an X-ray. They discovered I had broken my arm, and they told me I had to wear a cast, and that I wouldn't be able to use it for 6 weeks. I was very upset and disappointed, because I wasn't able to do anything else all holiday.
So now let's continue with 7b, grammar, present perfect. How do we form the present perfect? We form the present perfect using have or has plus past participle. At the past participle, we have regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, we add ed, and irregular verbs, they change completely. Pra si e formojmë present perfect? Present perfect formohet me anë të have ose has, ka foljes kam, plus past participle, pjesoren e shkuar, në të cilën foljet ndahen të rregullta, duke shtuar ed, dhe të pa rregulltat, cilat ndryshojnë sipas kolonës së tretë. Këtu keni edhe një zgjedhim të një folje në present perfect. I have played, you have played, he, she, it has played. We have played, you have played, they have played. Pa çfarë vëmë re? Vëmë re që vetëm veta e tretë është has. Të gjithë vetat e tjera janë me have. I have, you have, we have, you have, they have. Pra do keni kujdes vetëm tek veta e tretë he, she, it. So this is affirmative form. Interrogative form, tek forma pyetëse. Have I played? Have you played? Has he, she played? Have we played? Have you played? Have they played? And the negative form, I have not played. You have not played. He, she, it has not played. We have not played. You have not played. They have not played. Pra, kjo është negative, forma negative, por nëse ne dua ta bëjmë pak më shkurt, ne mund të themi ndryshe I have not played, I haven't played. You have not played, you haven't played. He, she, it has not played, he, she, it hasn't played. So, hasn't is the short form. We have not played, we haven't. You have not played, you haven't. They have not played, they haven't. So this is how we conjugate a verb in present perfect. Pra, kështu zgjedhohet një folje në kohën e kryer. So, as you can see here, so he, she, it has, we, you, they have. He, she, it hasn't, we, you, they haven't. Okay? Good. So now let's continue with exercise number 2. Write the past participle of the verbs below. And check in if they are regular or irregular. And if they are irregular, you have to check the list at the back of the book. Pra, këtu keni disa folje, të cilët janë dhe të rregullta, disa janë të rregullta dhe disa janë të parregullta. Të rregulltat ne e dimë se si bëhen duke i shtuar mbaresën ed, kurse të parregulltat do të shikojmë në fund të librit ato që ne kemi mësuar disa prej tyre përmendesh. So eat, eaten, write, it's a irregular verb. Written, so it is irregular. You have to circle E, irregular. Win, won. It is an irregular verb. Ride, ridden. It is an irregular verb. Travel, careful. Traveled, so it is a regular verb. Pra është folje e rregull sepse kemi shtuar mbaresën ed dhe dy fishon lën e fundit. Listen, listened, so it is a regular. Run, run again, so it is an irregular verb. Go, gone, it's an irregular verb. Give, given, it is irregular verb. Bring, brought, it is irregular verb. Think, thought, it is an irregular verb. And tell, told, it is an irregular verb. So, try to remember these verbs by heart. Pra mundoni që t'i mësoni përmendesh sepse na duhet për të formuar të kryer na duhet past participle of the verb. And last exercise number 3 is going to be your homework. Treshin do ta keni për detyrë shtëpie. Use the verbs below to complete the sentences. Pra, do plotësoni fjalit me anë të foljeve, por kujdes në present perfect. So, he hasn't eaten his lunch. This is negative, this is positive, this is negative. So you have to use the verbs in present perfect and complete the sentences. Please be careful if they are regular or irregular verbs. Regular verbs ed and irregular verbs change completely. Pra do keni kujdes kur të vendosni foljet, të shikoni nëse janë të rregullta ose të parregullta. Të rregullta do i shtoni foljen has ose have përpara plus mbaresën ed, nëse është e rregullt, dhe nëse është e parregullt do ndryshoj sipas kolonës së tretë. Këtë do ta keni për detyrë shtëpie. Okay, I hope you had a great time today and see you next time. Goodbye.